Hello, everybody. Welcome to a critically average adventure, and welcome to this climbing down beneath the Feywild into an Underdark, where you've fought a rock that we like to call the
We
Fragments.
kicked that rock's ass.
You did.
We
It's
kicked that ass.
D5E complaint that I'm
It's
playing with my friends.
Yeah. He's had enough of us already. It's just
Oh,
going to be complaining. It's going to be an hour-long complaint about
I've
us.
had to go to the doctor. Why? I've got a 5E complaint.
Yeah, well, I've been learning the rules too. I could go with that.
Yes, so I think a lot of people are not very happy with it.
That's
So
all right.
last time we saw our burrowing heroes, they had climbed down a deep shaft, and when they had got some way down, they realized that there was damage to said ladder and stuff, and a beast had emerged from the wall, opened a baleful eye, and pulled them from the walls and started fighting them and being generally nasty.
You can't get words out tonight.
This is a nap.
This is going well.
Nasty to them. On their descent, they noticed several different things. Before their descent, Jax noticed some thing that he remembered, an itching powder root. Yet. You also saw something aside from the tunnel that wasn't part of this kind of the main shaft. There was something halfway down that kind of went off. Down at the bottom, I believe you found a corpse, a body.
Yes, a gnome, I believe.
Yes, a type of gnome, a fey gnome, and
Gnome.
a flume, and got a hat.
Oh yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
got the hat.
the heirloom.
Oh, that's right. Because we did the creepy speak with dead thing, which none of us wanted. Apart from Jackson. Jackson really wanted that. I could, but I don't really want to. So what's he going to say? I'm dead.
Traveling a little further, you came across a waterfall. Where it was sprang out of a fissure in the rock high up, down on top of a mushroom, and the water was spraying down into a small gathering pool.
The talking mushrooms. That's right.
And once you drank from it, those who did drink from it, including all the three elves, your guides, your companions, your probably I'm going to say your best friends, Foss, Brakir, and Starly, they also refresh themselves. And once you refreshed yourself, that's the look when I said your best friends.
Made me smile. I must admit. The look you gave them, so possibly your best friends.
I felt it.
Yeah. That was like hot
suddenly. Like the side of my face was like
burning. Your ear was literally curling up and drying out.
Yeah, it was like getting like that film Sunshine that we watched the other day. It's like getting closer to the sun.
Yeah. Good movie that, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, we watched that.
But you hadn't seen it before.
Well,
amazing.
What was the other one we watched?
Slow burn. That's a very slow movie.
Was it Dark Water?
Dark Water, a Korean one from
that's not bad.
Asian Extreme selection.
Shape of Water's really good.
That one just frustrated me more than anything.
Yeah, that one was really stupid.
Yeah, it just angered me more than anything. Anyway.
What's probably I don't know. How are you feeling, everybody, with this kind of refreshment that you're having?
Didn't drink it.
You have the harmonious singing of happy mushrooms filling your minds from all around. The cavern is lit as well. Must remember, we do not have dark vision, Killian Norn. You and I do not have dark vision. So we had previously been carrying a torch.
Yes.
And but in here, phosphorescence glows and lights it in various shades of whitish greens and pinkish purples.
And then the mushrooms that are glowing.
Yeah.
Is it possible to sort of go and like run my hand down the phosphorescent wall of stuff to try and get some phosphorescence on my hand and basically wipe it on each of our elves' shoulders so they all have a glow?
Yeah, I think that's quite easy to do. So you can get some of the spore on your hand, and you do.
I mean,
And
basically, I just want to sort of them all to have a glowing shoulder.
I'm
so-
just trying to float in the middle of the room so I don't get dirty. It's like I hate being in here.
Like
Simba.
no, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, the orc thing.
Yeah.
I think it's more a tag for
Yeah.
distance.
Under Saruman.
I keep
Yeah.
running away. You wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
see them.
it was more a tag, so you guys can catch them as well.
Yeah, so they're basically going to ping in the dark for you guys, even if they
Even the lights go out.
even if
Jax is
Captain
not
Blinding
very
it.
trusting of these individuals.
Yeah.
It just felt a bit like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, I thought you were doing the Simba with the lines of mud on the forehead.
No, it was the whole.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of what it was. I could just...
That'd be quite funny with her, and like, oh, you have to do like Simba. Someday all this will be.
Jax could do an Uruk-hai.
He really could, but unfortunately, it wouldn't really work because he'd be like, all the finger marks would be in the back of the head. It'd just be like a splat. I mean, going around. It'd be a face hugger mark, just like right lines around here. This whole area would just be coloured. No differentiation, just totally coloured.
So where you are now? Yeah, it appears to be a reasonably safe space, but it still seems constantly filled of distractions, as we've already experienced.
I'm perfectly focused. For some reason, the world does not seem to be. Are we refreshed?
Yeah. What would you like to do in these spaces? What would you like to do? Would you like to investigate anything? You want to have a look around?
Heck no! Get out of here.
You want to back up? You want to have
I was like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah,
A bath. I want a
water
warm
looks-
bath and a nice beer.
This water looks pretty clean, though. This water looks very pure.
And if this was in a lovely city park coming out of a fountain, I would be totally drinking it. But it's not. It's in this.
Did you want the hat, Erwin?
No.
Because it helps sneaking, and that's what you do. You do a lot of sneaking.
I'm quiet. And no, I don't want the hat. Thank you very much. I don't want something that was decomposing.
I'll rinse it out in the water. Be like, there you go, nice and clean.
I looked at the elves to see if that was some sort of absolute sacred pool of cleanliness. There we go. It's fine.
I'll be washing.
No more dead gnome on it. You good?
I'll take the hat off of him. Thank you. And then just
and remember, you got to wear Jones Yang or whatever that is.
yes. As and when. I'll let it dry first.
Well, because your head had lots of heat, so that will dry out quicker.
Are we ready?
Goblins don't work that way. Goblins' heat's expended elsewhere for the tips of the ears.
Mostly sarcasm.
You look around. You short rested? Did we, folks? I think we did a
Yes,
short
it was
rest.
short rest.
Rested. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
an hour. Yeah, ready to rock and roll.
we had I believe I clicked a button.
Couple
We
of hit
didn't
dice
do
rolled
this.
up.
Yeah.
Certain things refreshed.
Yeah.
What does refresh on a short rest?
I've done that.
clicked back.
Yep.
So I clicked the button.
I'm almost healthy again. Yay.
Yeah, you see that Foss and Bracker and Scarly are after this encounter that they were not expecting, due to their
Luck.
their excitement is palpable. Like they are really pleased to be here, and in this space where they feel very safe, you can tell they're very relaxed. I mean, even like one of them has taken their shoes off and actually has they're sitting on the edge of the pool. They've got their feet in the water, like bathing.
Elf soup hat now.
Sorry, say again.
You've got an elf soup hat now.
An elf soup hat now.
Yeah, the hat washed in elf soup.
Elf soup hat now. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I have an elf soup hat now.
Yeah.
Which is this is
basically,
not really winning me over here, my friend.
But he got rid of the gnome.
Yay!
Got rid of the stench of gnome. Now I just have the smell of elven
And
feet.
magical
Elven
singing mushrooms.
Elven
Juice.
cheeses.
Elven cheeses.
So you three shouldn't run off because A, I'm still not sure you're not working for the other side, and B, you get eaten by things on the walls and we have to come and rescue you.
Yeah, that was like we really weren't expecting that, but
Yep. Yes.
it looks good from here, didn't it? Like this is all right. This is how it always was.
I don't know. I've never been here.
Sorry.
I don't know. I've never been here.
No, Justice. This is exactly what it's supposed to be like. I mean, the mushrooms, the fountain, the little pool, the singing.
What singing?
It's quite delightful, really. I mean,
What singing?
that a fungus could make such a merry tune.
What was in that water?
Mushroom and elf feet.
Apparently, that's quite psychotropic.
That. But not now, it's in your pocket.
So are we going to carry on and find these mushroom people?
Yeah, we're ready. You guys ready? All right, we'll stay a little bit closer. It was just so good to be home, like, and back where we know, and go and see them. And they really are wonderful people.
Let's just hope we're still wonderful people and not infected, shall we?
Yeah, I hope for all sakes that that nothing's gone wrong since we've been gone.
Yes.
There is one person that we do need to go past, and I do ask that you speak with all reverence around them.
This
Sort
person.
of like a guardian.
Well, fair. We'll try our best.
They do get quite offended. They they desert them. They kind of like a lot of respect. And they're looking at Killian.
We can do our best, and that's all we can promise. We are what we are. Nothing more, nothing less.
We're the best. We're the best. Sorry.
We're the people doing it. I don't think we're Could this be done better by more powerful people? Yes. Why they're not doing it? That's a good question.
Because they ain't stupid.
Yeah, they ain't stupid. Yeah, good point.
You so I'm just going to ask for this, for just exploration's sake. Are we going back and looking at this route, Matt? Are we going back and looking at this route off of the drop tunnel? Anybody? Or are we going to leave these be? Move on?
Quite happy not getting each route.
And I don't really want to follow a tunnel that looks like it was made by another creature, because that was just. That's
No,
I'm either going to find its arse or its mouth. Neither great.
Because didn't we work out it was a Remoraz, didn't we?
Yeah, some sort of creature. You did a nature check, yes. So it was definitely a burrowing creature, and it's something I don't want to meet. But technically, yes, could be a good idea to go down their tunnels. They're probably going to be, they go places where these tunnels don't. So great. But unless you know this thing's like attracted to magical eminence or psychic power, and it's like, oh, it's heading straight toward the gem, that'd be great. But since we don't know that, yeah.
I think we go and find mushroom people and pudding
Mushroom.
test in some way.
Well, I might have to use a red crystal for that. Red crystal test.
But I thought Charlie was going to try with his like magic.
That's possible.
Give it a go, and detective,
Yes.
and see if we've got anything pinging up and purring. And yes, I believe I can do that. And
It's funny. Actually, the only reason we're here at all is to find a way of detecting, getting rid of these things. And it's just funny old world we're living.
Getting rid of these things? What? The pudding.
Crystals, the whole thing. The problem.
Well, yeah, but they've either got a big one under the forest and we need to do something about it, or they're trying to dig it up and they're working for it, and we
Never
kind of
think about it. Yeah, I know. But the reason why we're here in this hot hellhole of a desert in the first place is, because we went to Kanzax and then got teleported here to find a book in a cursed place to possibly find a reason to blow up the crystal and get rid of it.
But these mushroom people might know more about the pink crystal if they've been like worshipping it for however long.
Well, worshipping it doesn't sound like what they're doing. Guarding it sounds more like it. Hence the red crystal in a cage symbol.
Well, let's go find a mushroom person.
Yes. We'll always ask.
Lead on.
You start moving through the other exits from the cave, the singular exit that the Marmiala druid folk know well. They start moving along, but they are not as sprightly. They are wary. They are looking round. They are checking ceilings and roofs and things like that. You were excited about? Go on.
Sorry, how?
How?
How
are we going with this?
Do I have? Is it still lit or not?
Low. It's dark. It's lightly obscured, I would say. So there's a low level glow that comes from some sort of tracing fungus that runs along the wall, more like a moss than a great big like luminous glowing bulb of a fully formed fruiting mushroom. But you can see, but just about. And shall I light a torch? And you see handprints on each of the individual shoulders.
Yeah.
Handy.
That Jax has.
I'm very cautious about where I'm putting my feet then if I can't fully see the ground properly. Words tonight.
Totally fair. Yeah.
You all, even with your passive perception, start hearing the quality of the sound reverberation change within this place. It gets the reflections get a lot longer.
Wow. We're entering into a bigger space.
Vastness occurring in front of you, and the elves come to a stop in front of you, and you can see there are 2 wooden posts in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see a wooden bridge with rope bridge with slats that's hanging down into a chasm.
So hanging like loose, or actually just going down and up again?
It's hanging down. It's loose.
It's broken.
You can see 2 posts to the far side.
Yeah.
Those of you with dark vision can also see the far side. You see what appears to be a corpse. The far
There's
side.
somebody dead over there. And the bridge is out. I look up, having Modern Sal flashbacks.
I'm doing the opposite. I'm looking down.
Good. At least we're covering all the bases.
You look up. You see.
We're better the other way though.
Yeah.
A rough chasm above you. You see no protruding. You can make me a perception check.
I will make you a perception check. I will fail a perception check for you. I'm happy to do that.
Do you want me to make down?
20 0.
down
I got
perception
2
check.
0. 20.
20.
Yep.
No obviously or potentially loose spikes here that might drop from the ceiling. You do, as you look up, kind of look along the sides of the cavern, and you see that the wall is rough. Like, it's not smooth or board, it's kind of natural surfaces. And with your your intuition, you can see that you think you could get along the wall edge as well. Like you can make out that there's a handhold here. There's a little bit from just like a toe to hold in here, and it's rough enough. You think you could scale sideways across it with some, not ease, but with your light-footedness, you might be able to get across. As you look down, Jax, what was your perception? 4. Woo! 4.
He rolled a dice. He got some numbers.
A roiling fog about 20 feet down. The space across is 30 feet.
My dear friendly elves of this wonderful place, how long has the bridge been out?
It's not supposed to be out.
And can you see that body over there? Is this your guardian?
No.
Oh, well, that's good.
They're going to roll a perception check. Well, one of them.
Anyone got about 30 feet of rope?
Yeah.
Because I can get across there easy enough.
They don't see. They see the body.
I can't recognize
Yeah.
who it is.
Yeah, I see it. Can't quite make it out. What I can just see the body. Like,
is it a long resto tune? Something in it?
yeah, long rest story for a tuning.
Is it a long resto tune? Okay, fair enough. I can't use that then. Well, anyone got any rope?
I got some rope. Well, how heavy are you, Owen?
Sure. Hey, you can toss me. You're pretty strong.
Okay.
And of course, yeah, you
Oh,
can fly.
we've got guy with wings. That will work too. Maybe you could carry Owen over.
I could give it a go.
I'm just thinking Owen's better in a fight than you are, and like we don't know what.
I don't know about that. When he gets going, he's snacky.
I'm just...
The others, though, will have to reattach the bridge somehow, I'm assuming.
Looking down.
Where does it look like it was cut? This side or that side?
That
The
side,
far
obviously.
side.
Yeah, because all
So I
kind of,
can pull this up, yeah?
that's going to be heavy. That is like pulling up a couple of trees. That's planks. That's a bridge and a half. That's 30 feet of tree.
Yeah, you can have an
That
strength
is heavy.
with Killian Norn assisting. You can have an advantage.
Yep.
Two big boys
I'm just
lugging
thinking,
it.
like,
Oh, I love this image.
if there's 2 posts, one's left at each post, just
Yeah. Give us a strength check, please, Jax, with advantage. Acrobat, athletic. No, what am I saying? Strength athletics. That's what I'm talking about. There we are. That's how to play this game. I remember now.
Pete, what are we playing?
A troika.
23.
Oh, got it.
Jackson, it's surprisingly heavy.
So things pulling it back down
than you thought it should be. You were expecting to lug this and kill him. Like, you're like, we can do this together. And even there is like the sweat beads upon your brow, Jackson. I don't know where sweat beads is on you. I don't want to know, but it beads.
Frost beads.
Out from under the scales.
I imagine there's like a little as they open up and like
some sort of vent.
Yeah, like little
Actually, not unfair because they do that. They tend around the back of the neck. They'll actually expose skin. So you'd almost hear the bird fluffing up thing. Scale go.
Oh no! What I was thinking is like full on.
You get a very big, thick neck. It's a big, thick neck.
Yeah.
With like steam coming out.
Yeah, it gets to a certain point. You go, there's like a whistling sound. Like, and your little neck vents go out.
Who knew she was Who knew that Killian Norn was a mecha?
Oh,
that's cool.
When you become a reborn, white, that'll be great.
That'd be cool. Yeah, moving on.
Mecha Killian.
I'm not sure if you're.
So just save your brain. Keep it in a little jar.
No.
Until they can reborn you.
I'm so excited about that.
We can make him. We can make him stronger, weirder, More complainy.
As we pull this up
Oh yeah. Yeah.
out of smoke, the quality of the material begins to change.
As it's
That's
coming
all
out.
worse.
Yeah, you get
So you said there's like 20 feet down is where the fog starts.
yes.
So we get like 20 foot and then it starts to
yeah,
change.
you get 20 foot of like rope and wood and stuff as you pull it out of this fog. Then you start getting, it feels gravelly at first, like the rope, and then you're like, okay, it's like stone. You're like pulling up stone, and then stone planks that are like cast pieces of wood but made of stone, and then like the rope feels like it's made of stone.
So does it look like the rope bridge? It's just now stone.
Yes.
I have an idea.
That's not good. Is that
No,
fog turning
yeah.
stuff to stone?
So
Don't fall down there. They ain't coming back.
I'm going to give Erwin one of my ropes, and I'm going to get the other one out, and I'm going to like dangle it down into the thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
wait. You're not tying it to me, are you? Because
So
it's like that. Because you can't be ball and chain.
No. I've literally handed you a rope, complete rope,
Yeah, okay.
and then
hold on.
another complete rope, and I'm going to dangle it down, straight down,
Yes.
pull it up, and I then have a nice 30-foot pole of rock.
Well, you'll have whatever it is gap before then.
Yeah, so I've got 20 foot of rope and 30 foot of rock.
Yeah.
Straight. Have you never done the sort of the rope trick where you hold the frozen rope up, where if you've been like sort of out and you end up with a rope that stands up in the air?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think I
Do that.
have.
Basically, if you ever go like long boating, narrow boating, and it's cold, the ropes freeze.
All right.
And then you can sort of have the rope poking up in the air. So basically, I'm going to lower the rope in, get a 30-foot straight chunk of rock, turn it over, lower it back down, get the other bit straight, and have a 50-foot rock pole that I can reach across the back.
Yeah, you have.
Problem solved.
You have now a piece of solid stone rope.
About this diameter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a rock rope.
That is now not secured to anything and has the ability to roll
Flex.
quite easily.
Well, that's what a foot is for. But I'm looking at it going, it's got the still has the rope characteristics, little spirals in it,
Exactly.
but it's made of rock.
It looks like someone has made the most beautiful rendition of a.
I look at you,
Right.
Jackson, and I look at it and go,
I didn't hit the bottom. I'm assuming I didn't hit the bottom.
No bottoms were hit.
that's a piece of stone that you've got across there. What do you want to be done with it? He can fly.
You can't carry the rest of us.
No, but he can fly over with rope and pull the bridge up and then tie it on, and we'll have a bridge. A bridge. Or he can fly the rope over and touch it, and fly another rope over and touch that. So we've got two poles, two ropes, and then you can basically shimmy across using both ropes.
We've got a rope and a pole now.
That's going to snap as soon as you get to the middle of it. You know that, right? That is not a hunk of stone. That is a thin stick of rock. That is going to. It's probably bending as we're talking because that's very thin, like very thin stone.
It is bowing.
It's got a bit of a curve to it.
It's got like its own. Like slate's got a weft in it, hasn't it? You know,
Yeah,
like,
it's got some
rope
give.
has a weft, but like how well that will hold those individual fibers that are like wafer thin, like the ends of like lead filings.
Wafer thin.
Wafer thin.
Wafer thin.
Well, large as pencil
Work with
stone.
rock. I normally work with metal.
Has that fog always turned things to stone?
Sorry,
Has that fog always turned things to stone? I say to the elves.
we've always had a drip bridge over it, and we've always found it funny that when you drop something off, it kind of we put feathers off before. and it's kind of drifted. And then there was like a solid hit after it goes through the smoke. Or like a leaf, you drop it down, and then all of a sudden it makes it
I'm
really
not
loud sound,
encouraged
and
by these guys' intelligence. The mages, they're really like wise. They got the wisdom.
Is that how you turn into rock people?
Sorry?
And then there's Jackson.
Is that how you turn into rock people?
No.
Although probably very hard to get back if you do fall off. I don't know
No.
what I'm saying.
We don't go down there.
Oh,
It's been a bridge.
Well, yeah.
right. What tools have I got on me? I don't think I've got any rock climbing tools. Do you have any rock climbing tools?
Probably because I've got pittons. I've got 14 pittons. I've got a hammer. I've got ice spike.
Brilliant.
I have ice picks.
The pitons are no, they're not what I think they are.
They're the little things that
pitons
go
are
in.
spikes.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
big rail spikes.
Right. Who else has got rope?
I think that Killian has.
Because I got
I've
some.
got a brick.
I don't have any rope. Or do I?
I know some ropers.
I do have some pitons. Look at that.
Well, I bought everyone some and got them all because with this was
I have a load of pittons if anybody needs any extra pittons.
I got 10 of them. Look at that.
I've got 12. Let's not boast.
I've got 22.
22?
Yeah.
Why are you 22 pittons?
Well, I don't have any rope, but if we got like 30, 60, 90 feet of rope, give or take. Actually, technically.
What's the longest snakes you guys can turn into?
What?
What's the longest snakes you guys can turn into?
Why?
I'm just going to organize the temporary rope, triple rope, one in the middle, two either side with their hands, and just pitons into that wall, and have Charlie go over with a mallet and pitons into the other wall, and we can snake rope through either side. So yeah, you got two hands and you got one in the middle, so you can just basically, poor man's triangular rope into turn triangle.
Yeah, I get what you're doing. You're doing a three-pronged, three wires basically going across.
Yeah. Two hand holds, one in the middle for feet, and basically you hold those, and it's dodgy because you'd like to have some string over side to keep you from falling, but nonetheless.
Can I have some acrobatic check for going over and putting these pitons into the walls as you?
I'm not climbing this thing. I'm having Charlie fly over with a mallet.
Ah, yeah, Charlie will do that. Charlie flies over.
You're doing the work. Erwin's managing.
Yeah,
Charlie. Well, I'm doing some work. Or if Killian would help out with his muscles, to by point and go, can you hammer these into this rock, please?
Quite an easy piece of work. It takes a little while.
Trust me with a hammer.
Yeah, you've armed Killian.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what Jax is doing. He's like, how can we make this really difficult?
He's having this discussion with Nick.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, he can have that conversation. Go nuts. I'm just gonna.
There's something very. He gets onto this conversation where they're like, it's very metaphorical, like a snake eating its own tail. But like, it's not our own tail, is it? It's someone else's tail. But if there's three of us, then we're all consuming one another. Yeah, I know. Like going round in a circle. The mushrooms would be really pleased about that.
Don't go into the human centipede. That's just weirding me out.
Do you think you could half swallow me?
Hey.
What?
Please don't.
I'll keep going. It's hilarious, but still, like.
Yeah, I reckon I could half swallow you and then just regurgitate you up because they obviously don't want to eat you. No, that would be a really nasty way to go, wouldn't it? Yeah, what if we all choke? No, we won't. It'll be all right. They're having this conversation that Jackson has inspired them to have in the corner. And while this happens, a rope bridge is constructed. What?
No.
That's brilliant.
You don't like the idea of three druids wild shaping and then consuming each other from tail first?
It's not human centipede.
No, it's not. There's no.
Oh, the druid centipede.
It's a druid centipede.
No.
And plus no legs, so technically not even centipede. I've just got to get some tissue. My nose is running. Oh.
All right.
Oh. Although I did not have one. I do have one.
I do.
I do. I do. Again.
I do.
You can cross, folks. You can get across this thing.
I'm going to go first. Test it out.
So we've got no spare rope here to tie to anyone.
Pretty much, because I don't think anyone's. I'm only fudging the fact we've got enough rope for this, because I don't think we've got enough rope.
I gave you 50 foot of rope, and we can easily make another 40 foot of rope.
Yeah, but okay. As long as we've got 90 feet of rope, that's enough.
And I had 50.
I need more than, yeah, we've got more than enough then, because we can do a loop thing. It's like U shape, tie here, go there, loop, come back. That's one loop without having to cut the rope. Then we can literally tie off one and the other. So that's good. We're good.
And you had some.
No, Charlie. I don't know. Charlie didn't have any. Charlie just had pittons.
Nope, I have no rope either.
But we could take apart the broken bridge, and we can get 40 foot of rope.
Yeah, not so much, because a lot of it's stone now.
That's why we can get 40 foot, because there's 2 sides and there's 20 foot drop.
Yeah, fair enough. Minus the nothing, obviously. But
yeah, you take some off and nothing, but with the bridge deconstructed and it's very weird when you get to the point where it's stone.
Well, we've got enough rope.
I'm not quite sure where to saw, because it seems like it's like pretty much a straight line, but as it's like a flowing mist, you can kind of see where it's only like brushed it lightly, and it's just got those outer fibers of the rope, and it's turn those into like these beautiful little snaky bits of stone where it's just clip those parts. Yeah, let's have some.
I'm using my.
Sorry, go on.
I'm using my flowing clothes, most of it, as a loop, so I can basically loop it on one side. So I'm holding, slide, hold, slide, hold, slide.
Yeah.
So if I do fall, I've got to say I'm holding on to something that can stop me.
Like that. Let's have a dex review, and anyone that's crossing the bridge. So Charlie.
Dex roll. Yep. Okay. Does acrobatics or athletics work for this?
Acrobatics, I think, because you're balancing. It's a trapeze, isn't it? Basically.
Cool, yeah, fair enough. It is just with extra handholds. I get advantage for the handholds.
I think you do, because you've secured yourself very well. I'm asking Killian how they are going to secure themselves in it, if they are in any way. Oh, no.
Well, I've just fallen off the fucking thing. I rolled a 3 and a 2 for a total of 7.
You slip.
I rolled two. I rolled with advantage. 2d20. One was a 3. One was a 2. So my total was 7. I got acrobatics of 4.
Okay.
You slip off the middle rope, but you do exactly what you do, and you say you're able to hold on, but you're out above the chasm. Both hands are now on this thing. Charles will panic. Huh?
How far out is he?
Yeah, I reckon right in the mids.
Because it wouldn't be at the beginning.
Charlie,
I'm fine. Don't panic. I'm good. Pull myself up, grab the rope.
Yeah.
So I've actually got a rope on it. Then kind of try and hook the middle rope with my foot.
You have a pointy shoes, because that makes it easy to hook the rope in.
Was that?
You have pointy shoes, so you can hook the rope in with the point.
No, I don't have big freaking clubbing great boots. That's why I'm sweaty all the time.
Yeah, the boots, winter.
Winter boots, yeah. I'm going to try and grab it. Standard dex roll?
Yeah, I think this is another dex roll to try and get yourself back on. Charlie is on the edge, looking to leap.
Well, 10. I'm getting there.
It's going up. You
I'm good. I'm good.
You think you're good?
I'm not good.
I'm not good. Swing upside down. It is
what?
just
How? What?
Your foot catches the middle rope.
Yeah.
And you get your other foot round, but you swing, and now you're hanging upside down by your boots above the fog.
I'm not fine. I'm absolutely not fine.
Charlie.
Charles will.
That rope. That was so dumb of me.
Charles was already there. Charles was like, Erwin, and it's this kind of you've never seen a home.
That's going to be a roll. Otherwise, you're going to literally just just like dive bomb. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got him. Smack. Ah!
He rolls a. He rolled a 17.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
So
I was half
Charlie
expecting him to roll a one and just come along and just basically club me off the rope.
Yeah. He flies down, cape billowing, turns on his back mid-air, reaches his hands out. You see this. Charlie kind of puts his arms forwards, grabs you, pulls him into his feathery chest, and kind of swoops back up and round and kind of lands back on the other side. Well, that was rather exciting, young Erwin. And he like can feel your body like like quivering. He's like, it's quite all right. Don't worry. Like, calm down and be okay. Look, sit down. Here, have a pittance. I've got. No, he doesn't offer you a pittance. He actually offers you a ration, a sweet ration from his pouch. To try and,
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just let me
I imagine Charlie was like, you know, the seagulls when they see an ice cream or a pasty.
Yeah. I literally take my boots off. I literally just take my boots off and just stuff them into my bag.
How frustrating.
Charles reels with the released scent of winter boots being taken off in a cave that have been marched through desert and underbrush. And
I'd like to make out there actually make me has you know I got defenses against the cold and things like that. This is surprisingly snug boots. These are surprisingly hummy boots.
Yes, yeah. That's his. I'm thinking that
truly.
Charles is like little the holes recoil in horror. Hills and Jackson, how are you getting across? Tell me about your journey across. Jax, are you going to use your stone rope to get across?
Well, I thought that was going to be what we were going to go across on the bottom, but apparently not.
No, because it will snap.
Can you imagine you, like, when I say you, it's like, can you imagine Jack trying to stand on something that size?
Oh, Matt knows it would snap.
Jackson is stubborn, not smart. There's a difference.
It's not really solid.
Jackson is Vismut. I've got claws though.
I like how you say that. I got claws though. I'd be better off fucking climbing the sodding wall.
The elves
dumb.
Sorry?
The elves gone over.
Charlie shouts. It's an elf.
The dead one.
Yes, it's an elf, but it's not dressed in their garments.
Well, when we go over, we can have a chat with him. Or her, or it.
Oh, no, you're going to make me do the thing.
Well, no, what killed it's going to be useful. If you can work it out beforehand, that's great too.
It has some rope on it. Would that help anybody? About 50.
I guess nervous hands grab the rope and slide it to me. I don't know why. Suddenly I want rope on me at all times.
No.
Owen, can we just borrow some rope? Maybe we could attach it as a line for the others.
I had it to him.
Can I ask?
You may.
You know the two bits of rope that go in the bits of rope that go
on the side?
there?
Yes, parallel.
So there's one in the middle and two like that.
Yeah, we're talking of Kids Adventure Playground.
How far apart are they?
You can Owen's arm to reach them.
Okay, so say if I was to get something to sit on top of the ropes that I then hold on to walk across.
Yeah, like almost like a trapeze artist where they've got a balance beam, but
big long chunk of rock, 50-foot long pole of rock.
That's quite an amount to balance either side.
Yeah.
But you don't. You rest it on the thingy, and you just hold that. So as long as you get it in the middle.
I was thinking more of a javelin.
Yeah. I like this. So you're good at
Yeah, so
advantage, Killian non. Advantage.
I was just thinking, I was like, what have I got that could help? And then I was like,
That was my plan too. I was going with just death grip of crushing things.
Leave my chocolate. What's it in?
Acrobatics, we're saying.
Okay. Oh, wrong way. I'm not used to being on that bit. Right. No, that's actions. Come on. Acrobatics. So that would be a 19.
Killian non. Since when did you join the circus?
Well, I've rolled an 18 and my acrobatics is a +1. So 19.
Killian non. It's lovely. With this added balance.
And I'm so glad I got advantage because I also rolled a 1.
Oh yes, yes. This would be treacherous.
I was like, oh.
Charlie didn't even get the rope to you, and you're already across. He's like, oh, hello, Killian. What a clever idea, Jackson. Do the same as Killian.
Did the elf make it across?
I was going to send the elves over next.
Charlie will throw the rope, or fly the rope, tie it one
I
side.
was going to say, because I could push my javelin across.
You just throw a javelin back.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Oh,
Ranged attack.
oh, Jesus.
Can you hit anything that not us? Should be rather easy.
So what?
Just roll as if you're throwing your javelin
Okay.
under actions. You got your javelin equipped. Should be at the top.
Just aim for the big, thick, pole.
No.
You stick them so they're in your inventory. It'll be plus your dex.
It'll be your proficiency, so it'll probably be +4 if your dex is +1.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine it's
That one.
your javelins +6.
+6.
Pew, pew.
This is where I get like a 2, isn't it? So I apologise in advance.
No, good idea.
What's that? Oh, nice. 21?
22.
22. Lands in the ground next to one of the elves. Thanks. They pull it out and they. First one's over. Same process. Or second one slips. It is hanging from the rope.
How far
Huh?
how far did they get?
Halfway. They're saying halfway.
That rope's real slick right there.
Back here. It's half-
Where's my
What?
javelin?
your javelin. And then suddenly stunk.
Oh, bastard.
Right. Quick, find my rope.
I'll fly it out. I'll tie it round. Charlie will fly out, tie it round his waist, but then also tie it to the other, one of the cross beams, the one
Yep.
the higher one's up.
Mhm.
So then you've kind of almost got a guide rope to go across on.
Yep.
and
Well, that was what
Charlie-
my clothes were supposed to be. That didn't work. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Charlie knots it so it like stays solid, and then let's have a go. Oh yeah, he gets his footing back onto the middle rope and is able to come the rest of the way. Last one. Oh, next one is very. Last one is Starly is beautifully across. He doesn't use the javelin at all. He just
Well, we can't. It's not bloody there.
he
It
just
fell.
he just straight across.
When that other one gets over,
Yeah, brachier.
first thing I'm going to say is you owe me a new javelin.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. You can see he's shaking like his life is like. He was afeared for his life.
He was afeared.
He's full of a fear. Now, last but not least.
So I'm going to put my big stone pole across because that's nice and long. Give me lots of balance.
Lots of balance. Lots of very heavy balance.
Well, I was going to kind of rest it on the ropes and see how like well constructed this
You
bridge
can
is.
see that they begin to bend.
And then what I might do is I might pull it in and then like snap off like a 10-foot pole's worth of it.
Yes, you think this might be better rather than having it at full
50
50-foot pole of rock.
Yeah. I love it if you snap it and then inside it says "Welcome to Gargamel." Like a stick of
Oh,
rock.
is it rock?
Wish you were here, Gargamel.
Yes, wish you were here, Gargamel. It doesn't though. But as you snap it, you can snap 10 feet of it. Yes.
And then yeah, I will basically try and
Let's have a dexterity with advantage as you use this.
I am great at dexterity based rolls.
But Charlie will throw you the rope. And he'll tie it to Killian. He's a big boy. You'll need my help. And he will like tie it to you and then to him and get you and put his feet against the pillar that was holding up the rope bridge.
I think I actually make it across, assuming the bridge holds there. I got an 80.
I would help make it across.
Okay.
The bridge
Yeah.
make it across me.
You can hear this kind of creaking sound as it sways slightly, and as a wind gust of wind comes, it kind of whips some of that fog up a little bit. It gradually settles down, just gentle, natural like breezes blowing through the cave, and gradually, Killian and Charles taking up the slack.
You forgot your own person's name then, didn't you?
I just forgot who was holding the rope actually. And then they're gradually taking up the slack and then bracing every time Jack takes a couple of steps. It's kind of like a quick, like almost like a mechanical process.
Yeah, it wasn't Charles in that.
Yeah, Owen was bracing him. And you do make it to the far side, all of you. Do you want me to go over and detach the ropes from the other side?
Well, we might need to go back quickly, so probably best if we just keep
Leave it set up. I see what you mean. Okay. There is beside you an elf. Hey, says one of the elves as he rolls him over. Looks like an Enshipar.
That's one of your nobility.
Yeah,
What?
you see an individual dressed in kind of flowing robes, like whitish, like obviously stained with the state of the cavern itself, like the general underdark murk, what exists down here beneath the ground. And
Does he have any obvious like injuries of what?
That
makes
would be
it
my
dead?
question.
he looks though he has been crushed.
I don't know, good.
You can see that there is a large bruised area here. Where the flesh has necrotized, you can see that there is a big blooded stain, like kind of this quarter of his body, like a lung and maybe some internal organs have gone here. But you can see like shuffled tracks, like so when someone has like stumbled somewhere after being critically hit, sometimes there's those miraculous times where people be able to force themselves or through some sort of instinctual reaction have moved with ridiculous injuries. This is what you feel has happened. Then they've fallen face down, but as you turn them over, you can even now begin to see this one is quite far from mushroom spore that you've been able to see like permeating the environment, but even now here and there you can start seeing little fungals like boop, 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 growing here and there. They're just like little basic boys.
Reminds me of the guy me and you met.
Yeah, this is not like an entire growing out of the eye socket stuff. Well, it's growing where there's flesh.
You have no idea how much I need, like a t-shirt or even like a pair of leggings with a goblin's face with a mushroom growing out of its eye. I need it. I don't think you understand how much I
No, I
need
don't.
it.
I don't understand why you'd want
So, Charlie, can you like wake him up and we can ask him questions?
Is this your new thing, Jackson?
Well, don't you want to know what like squashed him?
Where are the tracks coming from?
the tunnel the far side.
Because then we might know that there's something out there that's squashing, and you might not get squashed yourself.
Yeah, it's true. But at the same time, ew.
It could be like the things that we met. So
Well, I don't
we-
think the last dead
we-
spirit we encountered was incredibly useful, and now we have a side quest. At least we have a ghost haunting our every step.
oh, I had
We
to-
don't have to. I mean, we can just toss him in the thingy and like sort of carry on.
Yeah.
What would you prefer?
just throwing them into the fog.
Yeah.
Oh.
Killian's raucous echo reverberate through the corridor.
What's your guardian friend supposed to be here or elsewhere?
Charlie crouches down
Got my hair tied, caught in my hair.
and begins to
Doing good,
That's
then, my
it,
friend.
son.
You're doing good.
make a dexterity saving throw
Kind of-
versus hairband.
Failed. Clearly, natural one.
I'm trying to do it with a cut thumb.
Charlie sits down, and
Did you just mock?
you may ask 5 questions. This thing opens its mouth, and you can see that there are mushrooms growing on its tongue.
Oh.
It kind of Charlie was propped it maybe against one of the sides. You have 5 questions, everybody. I'm going to say 1 question each.
Oh, I'm not participating.
Okay.
This is grim. I'm not participating in this madness.
It's done, Jackson.
Okay. So you get to ask him some questions, yeah?
5 questions, Jackson. Just 5.
Who are they? What are they doing down here? What killed them? And then we can ask some more when they answer.
Who are they? Was the first question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who
They're-
are they? What are they doing? What crushed them? It's the first 3.
What killed them? Because like if they say what crushed them, they say a big rock, but they didn't say that the giant.
Oh, so what killed them? A big rock.
But it didn't say the giant that dropped the big rock on me.
How did you die?
Suddenly.
It
was a bit of a surprise.
Is this where it's going to reply in Elven?
Probably.
It's
Language it knows.
Yeah, it sits up and it's speaking. Does anybody speak Elven?
Nope.
Elves do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Elves do.
Duh.
We really hope they are.
It replies, and they translate, and and they say, he says he died from internal bleeding. He thinks.
See, you can't trust the dead. You just can't. I mean, they one chance to get some sort of vengeance, and they come up with.
He says his name is Aspenny.
Ask Penny.
Aspenny. Aspenny Enshipar.
Ask Penny and Shapar.
I've met an Penny.
There's many.
Yeah, apparently.
Many ass pennies.
Because that's Penny the Elf was the guy on the Purple Worm traveling.
The underground.
Yeah.
Probably.
Right, Karen.
So who are you? What killed you?
What are we doing down here? Was he the fake horse?
Because that's the name of that Penny I know of.
You don't believe this is the not horse?
Because I've met him. I hope you'd have told me if I recognise him.
Yeah.
Well, he's bloody dead squash, so he might not.
Yeah, yes, fair.
So what are you doing down here? My duty.
Do you work for the Moor?
Certainly not.
That's what it is.
You are?
But he knows what it is.
Yeah. I love it. Tomorrow, Newland rain. 100% chance.
Anyone you want us to tell?
If there's anyone left. Tell them. Tell Jada.
Jada.
That's your 5.
Okay, I'm gonna then look at my other wealthy person. So, so the Enchipar ones, the ones that are the in power and don't want to help. I don't know. I don't really understand your elfie stuff.
The elves of Enchipar are the keepers of the law, the learners of magic, wizards mostly. But they bookkeepers. They look after the law of the forest that isn't naturally written within the land, the histories. They also try to advance the course of elven society. We're a dying race, you know.
Well, he certainly is.
Yeah, I think he's out of the race.
And you're Marmiala.
Yes, we're the druids. We tend to the forest and the groves, and there's Mar Pelathon, who are the tamers of beasts and the trainers of the horses and the wild creatures and the hunters mostly. When there has to be a cull or there has to be a march on intruders in the forest, ones that we can't handle, we often call upon a Mar Pelathon to ride out from their great stables at Pelathon and vanquish orcish foe that might be encroaching on the lands or pesky human invaders. They're always coming in from the Bow-Wash.
Okay. So this guy was probably a wizard or a book person. So I'm going to poke around and see if he's got any books or wizardy stuff.
Yeah, you find an arcane focus, which is a crystal pendant, probably a piece of quartz wrapped in like a piece of shaped silver on a leather cord. You find upon him a book written in Elven.
What's this say?
They're the words to spells.
Okay.
Sheep top. It's not a sheep.
I know it's not a sheep. It's just, to me, from here, it looks like you've got a giant sheep on your top, and it looks quite amusing.
You find that he is wearing the cloak is just a sort of simple, just a straightforward sort of cloak. You find a longbow and a quiver with only 5 arrows.
Are they any good?
They look pretty. The arrows look like not
They're
not too shabby.
crushed, but
They're
yes.
not too shabby. They're okay. You do find a dagger on him as well. And you're going to find some gold pieces. Do you want to roll me a D10?
A D10. Eight.
You find 8 gold pieces upon this individual also. You find a on his where the cloak's pinned, like the cloak pin that holds it together. You find a picture of a great. It's wrought in wirework, gold wirework. You see a picture of a great tree with several sort of you'd call them probably balconies going round it, coming up. So it's like a giant tree. It looks like a giant tree house, but looks it's kind of wrought in elven stylings and stuff.
Okay, well, I'll basically collect that stuff and poke it in the bag of holding. Do you guys want to say like prairie stuff, or do I just chuck him in the fog?
No, leave him here. Or take him with us. They'll be glad of some more compost.
Oh. The little mushrooms that are growing.
Yes, they're beginning on his eyes.
Is there anything special about them?
Make me a nature check.
Okay.
Licking eye mushrooms.
I lick it, says Killian Nolan. I lick it.
I wasn't going to lick it straight away. I was going to have a little look.
Gonna have a look at it
yes.
and then lick it.
Yeah.
Killian Nolan, we know what you're up to, Killian Nolan. Don't you try and sway it any other way. That dragonborn tongue's ready for a licking.
It's when I said to the girls to lick the crystal, and they were just like, "What? No."
Oh yeah, she was trying to encourage my new players to lick some of the pink crystal.
They didn't do it. I was so disappointed.
Lick it, lick
Oh,
it. And they're like,
lick it. Why? I was like,
Got what I meant. It was weird.
15.
15. You have a look over these like little budding funguses, and as you look closer, you concentrate for a little while longer. And
Do they have little faces?
no, they have little feet. They're like on one eye socket, and then you're just looking very closely, and all of a sudden you see one just go, and that crouch down at the edge of his lip.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't see that. I'm getting the heck
Right.
out of here.
Wait a hot minute.
Oh God. Do you get bonuses when you're like consuming sentience?
Now, can I carefully try and pick up one of the mushrooms? And how big is it?
Oh, they're wee. They're like,
The button
Oh.
mushroom.
yeah, like little tiny button mushrooms. They're really small.
Can I put it inside a test tube?
Yes, you can.
Can I get another one so it has a new friend? Put it inside the same test tube?
Roll me a d6. This is how many mushrooms you can harvest apart from the one you get. This is harvesting.
D6 plus 1 mushroom, people.
Yeah.
Mini-
3.
So you get 4 mushroom friends.
Put
You
them in a
can't
blender and make them into a smoothie.
They're babies. They're bubbies. You don't know what they are yet. They might become something more than they are now. But right now,
Horrifying, truly monstrous.
See, the thing is, I have a little friend who might be interested in these. Little myself.
you want to take them back for Illin.
Actually, his little face when I turn up with mushrooms with little legs.
Killian, are you really ready for a pet? I do think you're responsible enough. Remember what happened to the dogs.
That was not me.
And we did fuck up the guy that killed the dogs.
Huh?
And we did fuck up the guy who killed the dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
He
See,
killed the dogs. Not for any other
That's
reason.
retribution, I understand, but responsibility is a different thing.
no.
But you know, you can look after them because we were doing well looking after them, and they were doing stuff, and they were helping us, and they were tracking and stuff. What you can't like sort of protect things from is big ice
What shadow?
lizards.
Call them button shrooms.
Button shrooms.
Yeah, at the moment they're just little buttons.
Pete, could I have a poke around and see if I can? Because you said he kind of dragged himself to this point, yes?
Yes, yeah.
And I try and see where he dragged himself from in a what squashed him or crushed him or whatever thingness.
Yeah, you can see that the corridor goes kind of the rough cavern goes narrow again here, like similar to how you entered this place through like a narrow, jagged kind of path. The rock texture changes to being quite jagged and angular rather than these kind of vaulted cavern ceilings. They kind of slant here and there and go through those layers of rock and sediment and squashed rocks and stuff. And you can see that it goes on for about 10 feet. And then it starts, you're looking towards the west at this point, roughly, if you were to draw a map. And then you can see it veers south. So to your left as you look down this corridor.
Just look at that. Interstreams. Totally myself.
I like it that you've actually custom made yourself an item and put it in. That's dedication. Well done.
I have all sorts of random custom items.
Yeah.
I got some of those.
It's about that on here. I still have squeezer jerky.
I've got
You really don't anymore.
I have, yeah, jerky's gonna stay good forever. Doesn't really change.
Yeah.
It just gets chewier.
I've got posh rations. The mystery halfling brew I've given away to someone. Locked ball of pink crystal. Ice spike overshoes. Heartstone. Brothel key. Brick. Blue cobalt scale from Egypt. Screeger horn from the halflings. Glebo's magic hat that Erwin's now got. I've got a few.
Yeah.
I have a magic amulet. What's
We
that
played
magic amulet? Because I've already got a magic amulet down here that's a face changing amulet that I think I've actually got rid of. So what's this magic amulet that I've got?
You write your details in. This is there. Amulet.
Yeah. So it's the same as that one then.
We had 2 of them. We had 2 of the face changing amulets.
There you go.
Number of charges.
Yeah, limited number of charges. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
You just collected a flask of pink liquid.
Yeah, I've got a flask of pink liquid.
You need to write your notes in better. As to when you add your custom
You
items.
just told me what it was, so I just wrote in what it was, and I was like, "Fuck knows what
I
it
think
is."
this might be a potion that you picked up and you didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it's just pink.
You're never bothered to identify it.
Yeah, but that's Killian. Do you know what I mean? He'd just be like,
Oh,
It's
it's
pink.
good.
You
all right.
get thirsty at some point and just drink it.
"Yeah, fuck it, why not?"
Where it's going to be like sort of shrimp juice, and you're going to turn pink like flamingos do.
Oh my god, it'll be like Violet from Willy Wonka.
What do you get when you gobble down croissants?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd like to try and track back to find out where they got squashed.
Yes. Would you like to follow everybody?
Yeah. Can you imagine if Killian?
Yeah, we're going to go that way anyway. I don't think we can go any other direction, really, is it?
No, it's pretty linear tunnel, and there's
Yep.
this is the way. But beware, this is where the one who requires reverence lies.
Do you think he could have done this?
He could have.
Hmm.
Why he would fight one of our own? Well, not
Oh,
our own,
stop.
but one of the elven kind. He's always been good to the elven people.
What is he? I mean, physically, what is he?
A dragon.
I turn round. I look like I'm making my way back across towards the rope bridge. It's like,
What colour?
Silver.
Is that a good colour?
It's quite
Hello.
nice.
We
It's
got a
nice
blue one
in the
that's
half light. Certainly, it shimmers lovely.
Well, because we've got a blue one that's eating one people out in the desert. And there's a dragon hunter out. Well, I don't know if he's a dragon hunter or if he was a dragon sleeper with person. I don't know. It's something to do with how dragonborns are made.
I've always wondered that. They look at Killian.
I wouldn't go there. I really wouldn't.
And we can't make a sky blue dragonborn, apparently.
Oh, you cannot. Stop, man. Look at that face. We just want to get like a mixing palette and like, just if we get all
blend it in a
dragons,
bit.
then we
Oh,
get,
come
like,
on. We all want
brown
that to happen.
dragons.
We know that, don't you? We all want that.
What
I
about
want a
rainbow?
purple dragon. I want a
Rainbow.
purple dragon.
Yeah, rainbow
There are
dragon.
various chromatic dragons.
No, but a rainbow dragon. That's like a bit of every single dragon.
Oh, I think AD&D second edition had the best dragon in the world. It was the one. It was the solar dragon. It was as big as it was a gigantic dragon. It glowed as hot, glowed as bright as the sun. But I had a height check of 20 because he's just high in the sky, cut into a ball, and it looked like the sun.
Doesn't work in the cave.
No, really, no.
Well, the sun's come out. Oh man. Yeah, silver dragon.
What?
How big is it?
Quite large.
Like this is
What's
going
it
back.
doing
to
here?
the dragon that we kind of made an agreement with and didn't stick to the agreement.
A bronze dragon.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
One of the actual sociable ones.
We
A
did.
young
we did.
bronze dragon
That's
named
all
Recharth.
That's all right.
But we've sent we have actually sent him messages and stuff to try
Yes,
and
I tell it.
Yeah.
he never sends any
It's
back.
only been a couple of years since we made a promise with him, but you know, things happened.
But we've sent him help and stuff, and we killed off the head priest of Heptar.
Well, we stopped the war on the wall. He wouldn't have been happy about that. That's in some of his, you know, his haunts. He
It was
haunts
long
that
for that.
coastline.
That was when I met him.
Sorry, say again, Matt.
That was when they were trying to knock over the bridge. That's when I met him.
Yeah.
Well, you fine folk have a very interesting life.
So let's go meet a silver dragon and see if he squashed an elf.
Okay.
You follow the path round, and you can see like dappled spats of drying blood along the way. It is dark. Unusually dark.
Is the luminescence gone?
It gets less as you move into the next space, and eventually Charlie will.
I would have to light a torch, Killian, or I'll cast light.
Or do both?
Oh, can I pull a croissant out and he casts light on the croissant, so I now have a glowing croissant.
Yes.
You eat it and then you have this sort of glow inside you.
As you swallow it, you see it going down. the
Like a
thing.
Killian Norn Care Bear.
No, I'll be like a nightlight.
No, you'll be horrifying. You'll be
I'd laugh
horrifying.
if you
This is a
swallowed
set of ribs.
And you could just literally see it go down whole, but then it went to your tail like a glowworm somehow. That's just like. Boo, boo.
Oh, that's
Become
where
an
we're
ice
dragging
charm
on.
man.
That's where the extra stomach is. That's where there's enough room to fit that many croissants down.
You see it stop halfway because half of his tail's already full with croissants. It's just
Impacted
stopped
fat.
I'd love to have a squish of Killian's tail. Just like it's just that meaty stomach on the back end.
Chubby boy.
Yes.
I will turn into a Killian glowworm. I will
You-
eat the glowing croissant.
Yeah, it just seems to get darker and darker, and it does it quite gradually.
Do I turn into a Killian glowworm?
No, of course you don't.
No, you
You got armor on for a start.
very close. Yes, you may hold your glowing croissant aloft.
That is disappointing.
Yes, it is.
The only way that would work is that as you're eating it, he surreptitiously then casts glow on you, on your armor or something. You go, I turn into a glowworm. Yes, you have.
Killian might do it. Killian, Charles, if you want to make your tummy glow like a Care Bear, I think you could ask Charles kindly if you wanted that to happen. I can hear the pig snoring. He's very snory.
It made me jump. I didn't know what it was. So I was like, oh.
Yeah, what you start noticing as you move along, Jax, you're making a. Can you make me a survival just to let's have this tracking? Because the tracks are quite obvious, but there is
Information
other
you have.
stuff occurring that we might need to have one of them survival checks for.
Oh, okay, that was better than I thought. 23.
Well, I'll do it, yeah.
You start noticing the
Around
quality
those.
of the dust changing that's on the floor, the surrounding area, and what you notice is if you brush your hand on some of that, you actually uncover some of this like light glowing filament. It's been buried by a fine layer of dust. So it's there, it's just underneath something else. And every now and then you'll see like a little bit of it where it's wormed through. Kind of it's grown through the top layer of dust that's on it.
Can I sort
I
of
mean-
sniff dust and see if I can work out, is it like rock or like fungi spores or what?
It's a combination of things. As you pick it up, you can smell like a rocky quality to it, and as you start moving even further forward, you start finding larger pieces of stone and pieces of rock as you go forwards. And eventually, what you come across is that you can see that there's been a massive cave in, and the elves recoil in horror and hold their hands to their face. Oh my good God!
That's fine.
And they utter words of like prayers to Melora. They call upon in this case the Wild Mother, and they look at this destruction. It's like this was where it slept. This was where it was. Where they were. Salitri. And one of them breaks down and actually starts weeping on the other one.
Sorry, it sounded like you were saying silly tree.
Silly tree.
Silly tree.
Silly tree.
I like how you just like totally crushed it. Oh my God, our friend, our phone. You saying silly tree?
Silly tree. The other one's holding the other one, weeping on the shoulder.
That
Silly
wasn't
tree.
in character. That was
I know, it wasn't.
you. Sounded like you were saying silly tree. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
Would you like to go and grab a coffee? Because you just said you're getting
Yeah.
sleepy for a coffee. Okay,
I could
let's
do with a
take a
coffee.
bit of a coffee as we enter this next
A bit,
cavern.
of,
All right,
a bit of a coffee.
a bit of a coffee.
Bit of a
Just
coffee
small
break, but no, just a
slice.
bit of a coffee. Just take a bit of coffee.
A slice of
A
coffee.
slice of coffee.
Yeah.
Look back, there is
Somebody's woken up.
a fall in front of you, and yeah, you have weeping elves.
I'm gonna go quickly have a poke, see if I can't find anything.
Weeping angels. You gotta keep
Weeping
an eye on
angels?
them at all
No.
times.
Well, I would keep an eye on these guys. They're a bit leery and a bit less wise than you think they should be.
They're
Well,
not
that's
wise at all.
intelligent.
They're stoned out their gourd.
Apparently
That's
to old
intelligent.
rock columns.
Yeah, I'm gonna
They're
go.
literally the stoned elf.
Yeah, literally.
As you look at this,
No, I just got that. No.
A donk on it.
put a donk on it.
A donk on it.
Stone Girls, well done, well done.
Oh, God.
Jax, sorry, I'm just going to finish with Jax quickly. Jax, your
Okay.
tracking ends at a rather largish boulder that you can see has a significant amount of blood and pooling near it. That's obviously seeped into this, has been kind of dried up by the powder that has now settled in this place. But you can definitely tell this is the source of your Arsepenny's wounding.
I would like to look around and see if there is any signs of like magic fights, like sort of scorching on rocks, you know, that sort of shit.
I
Basically,
think that's what our friend Erwin was going to do. Erwin, would you like to do that with an advantage with Jax helping you look around?
I'm also looking for the corpse of a dragon, but yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was going to go through the rubble and see if I can
Investigation
find
check.
if the dragon was here.
Yes, please do.
I'm small and get the crevices. Okay, investigation roll, I believe, is it?
Yes, and you can do that with an advantage because you have
Nice.
and helping you lift certain boulders and shift them out of the way. What's Killian doing?
19.
So 19, you
Yep.
find that there seem to be two clear paths ish in here, two parts of this room that kind of circumnavigate the main rockfall.
Mhm.
One sort of nearly central, maybe a little off to the left, and one that goes to the right, so kind of like east and west as you're looking southerly now.
Yeah.
You can see to the right hand tunnel, you can see from a distance, because you're obviously not straying too far from your party. I'm guessing you want to say,
Yeah, I'm wise. I don't really want to meet an angry dragon. Yeah, so
you want to stay
yeah. I want to
reasonably.
be definitely in yelling distance, probably running away
We're going to
distance.
still be in the same dialing code area.
Yeah. Yep.
You see a glint of something silver amongst the rocks. To the other side, the kind of leftish, centerish tunnel.
Yep.
You can just about make out the hand of something hanging out, a humanoid, 5 fingers, and some sleevage and stuff. And you can also make further on, slightly in the edge of your dark vision, you can make out maybe it looks like a head, a humanoid head, but also buried beneath the tumbled rockfall.
How hard would it be for say Charles Owen to get through to the silvery side? Is it a tight squeeze or?
Oh, I mean, no, they're dangerous in terms of, are we going to knock any more rocks down that have tumbled? But there is space enough for a humanoid to get through, up to a medium-sized creature, you would think.
Charles,
Yes.
I don't know if it's useful, but I can see something in there that might need your attention. Although, be careful. Jax, you're good with rocks. How safe is? I point at the cracks roof there.
um,
I'm going to go check around here. I think I can spot something.
What are you up to? Just out of curiosity.
I am having. I'm stood by the elves, kind of looking around, but keeping an eye on. Keeping an eye on them too.
Mm-hmm. What? Why? What's?
Because I don't trust them.
None of us trust them.
Yeah. What if like they run off or they are frustrated, upset?
They are upset. They're crying. They're weeping.
About what's happened here and decide to take their anger out on us. I will tear them to shreds.
Okay, so you're kind of sitting there.
Erwin almost died trying to cross the foggy thing.
Yes.
If they try and take their anger out on us, I will shred them to pieces.
Okay. Sure. You're already ready with your spells, kind of like these elves that you have got less trust for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But I'm like keeping an eye out, like in case I see any
These guys,
movement or anything as
yeah,
well.
these guys were desperate. This doesn't
Yes.
make them very trustworthy.
Yeah.
Survival check for Jackson, looking at these rocks to see if we think there's going to be a landslide here or a tunnel collapse.
Maybe. Yeah. It might be all right.
11.
Might be right.
Yeah, might be right. Yeah, so it seems pretty like most of the rockfall has settled. You can hear the odd, a little shh as you hear like powdered like stone kind of sliding. Maybe some of the roots has even broken through to this depth, and there's a odd little bit of a soil sliding down, sand or something like that.
What is it you wish me to do, Owen? I can make out something glimmering and silver there with a.
I'll kind of lower my voice a bit for the. I can see. I think I see the body of the dragon itself. I don't know if it's alive, just unconscious. I wouldn't tell if I wanted to. That's definitely more your expertise.
Charles will begin to sneak along the tunnel.
And I will go the other side and see if I can't pick out whatever the hell is.
He is going to make a stealth check. And I'd like you to do the same.
Thank you. Okay.
You're going to put your hat on and jaunty angle.
No. One, I need to attune it. That's a long rest. Two, no.
Disappointed in you, Erwin. Because if you're stealthing, it's all good because we can't see it.
This is sad.
I just changed my dice. I don't like these new dice.
This is so very, very, very sad. Because I know Charlie doesn't get disadvantage. Does he?
Just doing leather, isn't he?
Yeah, he's wearing leather, so he doesn't.
Nope.
So
You don't
that
because
is
light armor.
a natural 20 from Charles.
Woo!
So Charlie boy,
He's been learning.
light as his feathery body, slips down, kind of ducking.
Pigeon he is.
Yeah, fat pigeon. He's just in that.
He's clearly been losing some weight because
Yeah, he coos gently down this tunnel. And he crouches down, and what he finds is the wing, the end of a wing of a vast wing that's been torn and ripped, and
Get on your bed.
you can see the boning, or like the boned underneath of a giant silvery wing, and he puts his hand to it, and he will make a medicine check, and he finds no pulse within this wing, and calls back gently to Owen. Owen.
Erwin.
The elves' fears confirmed.
I'm kind of the other side, so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to yell back because that was bad.
So,
hey, is sound bad for rock falls? I don't know.
Might be.
he makes his way back to the party at the end of the tunnel. Owen, what was your stealth?
I got 12. 13.
Oh.
Sorry, my bad.
Sorry, 13.
Yeah,
14.
14 if you had a little funny little hat on. Jauntily.
13.
You make your way down the tunnel and you disturb little rock, but there is a couple of like as you put your foot just slightly wrong on the floor. You come to the hand, and you can see that there is an arm sticking out of this rock space, and you see that there is a gold ring upon it, and it has the same logo that you found upon the brooch of the individual.
The caged Moor symbol.
No, you find the tree symbol, the tree,
oh, yeah. Okay.
the tree house symbol.
All right, interesting.
And it is. You think this ring's probably worth about 200 gold pieces? It's a very, very nice ring. It's a very beautiful ring, and it has on the archway like that kind of represents a door. It's green, and you think that might be some sort of emerald embedded in that part of the.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And then further along, you can actually see the head of a blonde-haired elf, female elf. They can see that they have in their hand the hilt of a sword, and you can see that the sword has been sheared off. The end of the sword is snapped. It has a. Can you make me a investigation check on this sword, please?
I can, and I will roll it, and I will get 27.
27. And
got 19. So that was good.
You can see that it has been. It's weird. It's been sheared off, but it looks like it was snapped cleanly. Doesn't look like it was cut. It looks like it is snapped like a twig, but without any fracturing. Like things that you've seen
A
snapped
shatter spell.
like
A shatter spell, basically.
No, you think like an icicle, more like.
Okay.
Like something has gone and it snapped. You know when you break an icicle and it's got that very clean edge to it. When you look at it down the center, it's like clear.
Yeah.
The outside might look.
That's
frosted.
why I think it's either been super cooled and then snapped, or it's someone uses shatter spell.
Yes.
The spell shatter to break it.
Yeah.
Loved that sound.
No, I'm not going to do it again because I couldn't do it again. It was just purely.
Yeah.
It was his face when he did it. It was so cute as well. I was like,
I can't entertain you. So, yep.
sorry.
That's fine. It's kind of fun.
Killian, you see them start gathering themselves, the three, and they start saying, "It's all right, Brack here. Look, I've just been so. I fell off that roller bridge. Now the dragon's dead. And what's this?
Get that run.
Everything's going so terribly wrong. Like, we just wanted help. We just wanted truth. We just wanted everything to not be like it was. We don't want this shadow film, Feywild stuff going on all over our forests. It's destroying our livelihoods. It's not. We are. Well, what will be the future for the elves?
Welcome to my world.
No.
You are heartless, my friend. You are heartless.
You voluntarily left your world, Killian Norn. You walked out on the Norns. Well, forced out, maybe. Okay. We won't get into that till you see your dad, to see stepdaddy.
I was going to say, Dad, not around, mate.
Stepdaddy.
He long gone.
He long gone.
He long gone.
Yeah, Killian Norn has daddy issues. Dad, you're not my real dad.
Real dad,
Why do you think
long
he is
gone.
like he is?
Yeah, I know. I've met his stepdad. I've met his stepdad, and to be honest, it doesn't measure up.
Yeah. There's no Killian Norn, is he?
No, it's not.
Um,
Can't believe I just said that.
so, Killian Norn,
I can.
do you try and comfort these individuals? Do you offer them any arms, or do you literally just sing at them?
No, I didn't sing it. I don't comfort them either.
No. I'm just wondering, like, do you...
Killian Norn is as cold as ice. willing to sacrifice our love.
See, this is why I love playing with you guys. On that level. No,
It's
I
good.
don't.
To be honest, Killian is quite cold to do these sort of things.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
I don't comfort them. Like, comforting is not.
In Killian's repertoire, really.
Well, he can try, but it'd be more like.
There. Yeah.
There,
You seem to be having those emotions.
yeah.
Don't seem to be liking it. Have you tried not having them?
It's okay. You know, that's Killian's kind
Wow.
of thing.
Wow. That thing's really dead. You have my understanding.
You have my
And my axe.
thoughts. Like,
Oh, no one's told Jack yet because he's going to be like, Charlie, you're up.
That's why Charlie's there.
Charles has made his way back, and you're like,
Charlie, oh God, no. I don't think the dragon will be very happy to come back. Or
No.
very happy and very angry, and probably
Charles
more powerful
will
than you
scuttle
think.
back along the corridor with his natural 20,
Yeah.
and kind of say, he'll come up to the elves and says,
My condolences. Your dragon friend seems to have passed. The rock floor seems to have completely crushed and buried this beast, this wondrous creature beneath.
Brachier just can't. Brachier just holds hands over his face and is just in welts of like sobbing, heaving shoulders. And the other two are kind of there with like glazed eyes, and he's like,
A good friend of yours, and obviously a friend of the Marmiala.
yeah, a good friend, a guardian to the elder shroom.
Well, they did.
Yes, Owen.
I grabbed the sword, grabbed the ring, but before I leave, I want to check the wounds on the mostly half buried female elf. I want to see what physically killed her. Was it the crush? She was in the area, or was she in battle and has other wounds?
Make me a medicine check. And also with your investigation, you did see some spell effects, by the way, that were going off in the vicinity. So you can tell Jackson that when you return.
Yeah. Okay. And I got 16 on the medicine check.
It is peculiar. The first thing you noticed about the individual is you think that in the moment of death, someone might have a look of pain or suffering or even surprise upon their face. What you see upon their face is a look of severe determination. And it's nearly frozen and fixed in place. Like, as if someone was about to make a sword blow. That kind of, like, you know, a gritting of the teeth, not snarl, but like trained precision. Like when someone is focused in the heat of battle. But it's almost as though that face is completely stopped. It's the best
Which is
way.
unusual in its own right, but yeah.
Cool. All of the muscles are still in that position. You think the cold was the first thing that got them, and then obviously they have then severely suffered from the rock falls as well.
I come out.
It's a triple thing you get. You get kind of like,
Jackson, I got some answers for you. I got many questions for you. Still keeping my voice low. Elle's over there weeping away.
Yeah.
Jackson, what do silver dragons breathe?
Killian Nolan is our expert dragon person.
Yeah. But Killian is over there, and Master Jackson over here.
Okay.
Now, otherwise,
Breathe air. Would Jax actually know? Is it a knowledge I don't even know because what's knowledge about dragons?
Ah,
Is it
Probably either arcana or it could be animal.
is it
history of your folk. You're
Oh, actually, because you seem to be interested in every creature and animal on this
yeah, I reckon you can make a
frozen
note,
tundra.
but you do know an actual person that has draconic blood and studies.
But got 23 anyway, so
23. You know.
Probably got more than Killian would have got.
Can we just see? You get advantage, by the way. You're
I
gonna,
do.
but you can roll either the nature or history, whichever you prefer.
yeah.
Which are probably the same for you, actually.
0.
Shall we have-
I did have to get a natural 20 to get to 23.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. It was a good roll. That's why it was kind of hilarious. No, I don't know anything about dragons, but silver dragons breathe this. That's all I
Well,
know.
put it this way.
The one
even
thing I know
if
about
get
them.
a 20, I
Yeah.
can't beat a 23.
Okay.
But shall we just do it anyway?
I would love to see if there was a natural 20 and you both at the same time go, oh, silver dragons.
Because I actually don't remember myself
so
as
it's
a
a
player.
3
Yeah.
or a
Pretty sure
13.
I'm
So it
pretty
would have been a
sure-
4.
I think they're
or a
dual. I think
14.
all metallics are dual, aren't they? 1 or 2. No, okay, I can't remember. Anyway.
Pretty sure silver cold in 5th ed.
Oh, okay.
Jax, you know that they have a dual breath,
Okay. Apparently they do.
paralyzing and cold.
Yeah, because most metallics have 2 for some reason.
So they can like lock you in place, like freeze you thingy, and then they can freeze you like Killian freeze cold.
I hold the ring up. I think these guys were attacking that dragon. That
Well-
corpse back there has been frozen in literally, like mid-strike. Also, I hand up the sword. This has been shattered with cold.
Can I have a look and use my smithing type skills to see if I can work out what affected this? Was
Yes,
it
please
just
do,
crafted, etc.?
Please do. I'd love that. That would excite me.
You two really want this last biscuit, don't you? Goodness.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, you can confirm Erwin's assumptions that this was under extreme cold and
Right.
then something hitting it.
Like
One
a
of the
rock.
boulders coming from the ceiling. And you think that maybe if they were holding it whilst being paralyzed or frozen or still, it would just knock the blade off the end. It's literally as clean as it can be, basically. There is no sign of the other blade, so you might assume that it's under the rock pile somewhere here.
And there's
Well,
definitely been magic being used back there. There's scorches and other crap.
I think, okay, you found a body of these people, yeah?
2. 1. Well, technically, I found half of a woman, elven woman, stuck out who had the sword, and this ring came off a hand of a person who's buried right up to their forearm.
Okay, well, can you do that? And then I'm going to show me where they are, and I'm going to check them for crystal stuff. And I'll hold
Yeah,
your
done it.
things.
Done it. I'll carry the torch so you can. Oh, you don't. You can see just fine. Down
Yeah,
there.
no, I need you to unlock the ball of pink crystal.
I will do that. Well, actually, I'll go over to Killian first.
Well, I would have just quickly, seeing as Charlie was then over with the elfie people.
Yeah, he's trying to tell them and find out some information about
I would have made my way over to where you guys are anyway.
Okay, cool,
Because
fantastic.
it was, as soon as one of you guys came back, I would have then gone to have a look and.
Leave the emotional people to someone else.
Yeah, that's not my.
He's a priest. He's literally his job.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, Killian, when you move? I'm curious at what you're interested in. What about this?
What does Killian interest Killian? Oh, food. We all know.
What do dragons eat? What do silver dragons eat?
What do silver dragons eat?
Well, they can get their teeth red.
Yeah, pretty much. The dragons, carnivores.
Well,
They're hardly herbivores, are they?
seeing as there was a dragon wing found,
Yes, it's somewhere along
no
the
other
tunnel.
part of the dragon, right?
You from the bit that you went down, the first thing that that Charles came across was a wing.
Yeah.
You could ask him some details.
Ah,
You could
Killian.
look at it yourself.
I would have gone to look at it myself.
Can you make me a stealth roll,
And,
please? As you move down through this crunchy tunnel.
Not what I clicked on. Come on. Oh. Oh, wait a second. I think I might have. Yep.
Disadvantage?
Yep.
Clunky clunk clunk, clunky clunk
I've
clunk.
got the armor of acid resistance.
Clunk, clunk.
So let's see
Clunk.
how bad this is.
I'll
Shall
get
we?
this bad boy out. Oh. Oh no, Killian on.
So that is
Are we re-digging out to Killian on? Or we just lost to Killian on?
No.
that would be a 8.
You get to the wing and you lift it slightly and start examining it.
Yeah.
You gain the information that you think this might be possibly a young silver dragon by the size of it. You're making your sort of from your draconic knowledge from the studies that you have done. It doesn't look like an adult from what you can tell.
And also,
Yes.
seeing as I'm touching the wing,
Yeah.
can I do a pudding test, please?
Yeah, you can put in tests, and it's so you squeeze, it feels, you can feel bone. You can feel very clear, rigid structure within this creature, even though you just have a piece of its leathery wing.
Can I ask? I know, sorry.
No, go.
It could be a really random question.
Yeah, we like random questions. That's what's
So, when a dragon that deals with ice
Yes.
dies,
Yes.
is there any change to its body temperature? Because I'm guessing they're already cold to touch anyway. So would it,
That's interesting.
like, how would it being dead affect its body temperature? Like,
It would become more room temperature, I think.
yeah, because I was thinking, like,
yeah.
when we die, we go cold to touch.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we go ambient. Yes.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
You would feel that this is
Would it be a bit warmer?
certainly to your cold touch, your cold fingers. This
Yeah.
feels almost warm. This feels like the temperature around you. So
Because that was what I was wondering. Like, you know, would Charles touching it and it feel cold be any different?
that's one of the things Charles would have noticed when he touched it. Your different interactions, it feels warmed. It feels the opposite. It doesn't feel like anything that should be dealing with cold damage. And as you're kind of lifting and giving it a test, you take 11 bludgeoning damage and some rocks fall from above you and clobber you on the back of the shoulder, and you are now restrained. As rocks have fallen onto your cape and your leg, and you are
Killian! Oh, crap!
Yes.
It was scrambling.
Oh, that's great.
Yank out my crowbar.
Oh no! That Clyde dragon that was looking after us while Rocky was quiet at Dragonborn, he was with us the whole time. Yeah,
See, that's what I mean. They're not very wise, these guys.
It's just a wide Killian Nora, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. That
Are they talking about
that bipedal predator is looking at us like his lunch.
like, are they talking about the same Dragonborn that we all know?
You were there with Brackett the whole way through. He was crying, he was weeping. You were looking over them.
I was
Yeah,
keeping an
looking
eye on
over
them, make sure
them.
they didn't attack us.
Let's roll them an insight roll.
Well, let's stop rolling an insight roll. Let's not adding anything to think.
They're emotionally charged. They roll an 8. They think
They believe it.
intentions are good and true, and you were just like, you were looking out for them in that moment.
You're like a rock.
Yeah.
A
What
stoic,
is
like
the
the
main
rock of
function
Gibraltar you
of-
were.
Do you need a wee?
Yeah, mummy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you need a wee. For goodness sake.
Sorry, guys. Doggo wheeze. Welcome back, the fragments.
Very fragments.
Very fragmented.
It's not our fault. It's the dog.
Yeah, we've got
Oh
creatures
yeah, totally.
that own bowels. This is the problem. We'll have those removed for next week.
What, the dogs or
No, just the bowels.
just the bowel?
We'll have them placed outside so they can wee separately.
Okay.
Or just long pipes.
Oh, Pete, shut up. Carry on with the game. Yeah.
We're now recording.
Look, I pressed the record button to get this back on track, and I took it. Yes, so you stand at a Y junction. Essentially, you can go left with a
No,
course.
not digging out Killian.
We're digging Killian out first, mate.
We're just going to leave Killian.
I'm still under rock.
Yeah.
Are you just going to leave me there?
No, I'm not. I'm your DM. I'm just giving you the options. You could. There's
Oh,
a
you're
left-hand
fine.
tunnel. There's completely clear and very easily passable. It only has a couple of elf corpses, like half digging out. On the other hand, on the right-hand side, you have a rather blocked tunnel containing a dragonborn. Which way do you want to go?
I'm going to go towards Dragonborn, my friend, and try and dig her out.
Okay.
That's, crowbar in hand.
Yeah. Let's have a sleight of stealth check.
Also, do we have to get past this dragon anyway to get out of here? Because we have to go through here, don't we?
You can go
we
left
go
or
the
right.
other
There seems to be tunnels that go either way. You've only got like the wing is the only bit that's sticking out, and it's not blocking the
Oh,
way.
I was mentioning, yeah, because we came to here. I had weird in my head. It was like we went past and it's like, this whole like caves here. We can carry on going, but no, we have to
I
go
can
through here.
show you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, I got it. So, yep, we're running. Okay, yeah, dig out.
So you need a stealth
Jackson,
check to move carefully. The druids say, "Oh, we can help. And
please do.
Well, go on then.
one of them forms into his elemental form and shifts into the rock and moves along inside the rock. And what he does is he comes above where Killian is and braces his arms above, but as the rock above him.
That's kind of cool.
So you can see like flowing through this greyish rock, almost like an orangish.
What one is it?
It's Bracky,
Okay.
weepy boy,
Okay.
and falling off of
The
bridges.
boy that owes me a javelin.
He owes you a javelin.
Okay.
He's paying you back.
I was going to say, if he gets me out of this situation, we're cool.
Yeah. So Bracky kind of he melds through the pile of through the stone wall like this, and then you see him kind of just come up and over you, and he's large creature like of rock spreads his arms. He's like, "We've got you, Killian." Spreads his arms, but like a little tear drops down and still sad. You're getting elf
Is
tear.
that as an elemental? Is that not just gravel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like sand.
Yeah, sand is like pouring on you from him. I'm sorry. He wipes his head. There's no more gravel.
So, am I still doing a stealth check to get
You
there?
have to make a stealth check to make sure no rocks fall on you, but you think the bit where Killian is braced for the time
Yep.
being.
This is going to be good.
25. I got.
Put the hat on, Jax.
I don't have the hat on.
No, chuck it back to Jackson. Jackson puts it on jauntily.
Yeah, then we spend 8 hours while he tunes to it.
Jax is not really. I think Jax is probably more sort of shield up and
Yeah,
through.
brace for impact. Whatever.
I got a 7 on the stealth, but then that's not really a Jax. Jax is definitely a ball through kind of guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to let you have advantage because you're protecting yourself with your shield, but it's to avoid the rocks falling. So can I have? You're prepared for this. You knew this was going to happen. Can I have a dex save from you with advantage?
A dex save with advantage.
Yeah, you're ready. You prepped yourself, weren't you?
17.
Yeah, you make it. Like some rocks fall, and then you get to the bit where Brakia is like braced over.
I start clearing rocks and best I can. Mostly using the advantage of crowbar to basically
Oh,
peel rocks
you
off.
work out which one's safe to move. I'll move the rocks.
Okay. Yeah, I'll assist Jax by basically being a spotter. I can crawl around and get into places and basically help
With
out.
the two of you, you managed to free Killian with little to no difficulty. You do see Killian's ankle. Oh, it's going an awful colour of what colour do you
White.
bruise?
On blue.
If I'm blue,
You're white.
white.
You're white, girl.
So would I go blue and purple?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I see that.
Blue, purple. It's actually
But
quite
you know-
attractive. You bruise. You bruise. In
You
an
know, like
attractive way.
when you bruise
I
and
got
it
you.
goes green.
Yeah.
It doesn't go green, it goes pink.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I
Oh God, turned into a human. Terrifying.
To purple. Oh, that would suck in being human.
it would.
And yeah,
Can
you
you
free
imagine
him, and
He'd be a politician. He's
What?
that much of an arsehole. He'd be a politician if he was human.
that's what career he would have chosen.
Oh yeah.
You would not have been a human. You would not have been a politician.
Think about it.
One,
Yeah.
you can't compromise. You can't debate with people. Good luck with that.
Doesn't matter. All his dinners are on expenses.
And
That's all Killian cares about. He'd bullshit the rest of it. Just get
that'd be
things
good. That'll be one of those. All my dinners are on expenses. I get the tax back for that. You do indeed, but you got no money because you can't. No one's going to elect you. You got no money, but at least you get your tax back.
No. If Boris Johnson could make it, so can Killian Norn.
Boris Johnson was born rich,
Hmm.
like really rich.
Killian was born a prince.
So
Okay,
was
fair enough.
Killian Norn.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I don't think you really have your family's wealth anymore, do you? Considering
It's there to be claimed, I think, Killian.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's there for the rightful true heir.
I just can't even be dealing with his boss shirt.
Yeah, so Killian Norn, you are free. You have got a very bruised ankle. Sucks.
And we're up with the dead wing.
Yeah,
Yep.
dead wing of a dragon. Yes, and
Where's
Brakia,
Charles?
Are we going to?
he was comforting the other guys, but he will he's going to use his same role and go back along, carefully dodging.
This guy out.
what the dragon?
Yeah.
Look at how big it is. That's a wing. That's huge.
I love how. Sorry, I just love how I gave you my foot,
Yes.
like in character, gave you my ankle,
Yeah.
and you're now untying my shoelaces.
I didn't know this was an in-character thing. Sorry, I was just helping. I didn't realize I was helping Killian Norn.
It's great though. You carry on.
So
with the shoelaces.
you are there, Jackson. You think you'd have to go quite considerably beneath the pile of rocks that is into the center of the chamber, disturbing quite a lot of the infill above you. You do not think this is wise, even with the Jackson face. Jackson's mindset. Even though Jackson likes to dig, it's not a good idea.
Well, I still want to go around and check the dead people,
Bells.
pudding pieces. So, which we need to get the bowl open for.
Once
While Jax is doing that, can Charles heal my ankle, please? Because if we're going to be climbing around rocks, and
you want to be immobile, yeah.
yeah, I want to be as mobile as I can be, and not
Okay.
hobble and
Okay, I'm just going to take your key off. Thank you.
that's right.
There you go. Unlock the wall for you.
Thank you.
He will do a medicine check. He's gonna maybe just heal you for a couple of like a point with a medicine, but he's gonna brace your ankle for you. All right.
Yeah, it's just I would like to be a bit more mobile if we're going to be climbing.
Oh yeah, this is a 6.
Ah,
How about when I wiggle it like this?
Yeah, he goes.
is it broken?
Oh, he's like,
Oh, your ankle bends that way. My legs go the other way. I just didn't understand.
So you don't heal me at all.
No, you're gonna be limping a bit. You're gonna lose 5 foot of your movement.
You bastard. If it's the other way round, if Killian loved Charles as much as Charles loves Killian, allegedly,
He tried.
he'd do it. No, he didn't. He did a medicine check. He didn't try and heal my ankle.
He's trying to look after his spell slots.
Because I keep making him talk to dead things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
because you end up talking to dead things.
He's just trying not to
Dead
make
gnomes is more important than his best friend.
the other Earth Elementals come up
Best
close around
friend.
Brakir, and they start communicating in Terran. Who
I
speaks?
can understand that.
Yeah, you hear them, Jack, say, should we go and just make absolutely sure? And Brakir says, I can't. I'll go.
Well, you want to check, because if he's alive down there, then you might want to try and dig him out. I'll say in
Yeah,
Terran.
we'll go. And then so the other two vanish off through the rock pile, melding through the rocks, swimming through it as if it were water. And Jack, you go around and have a look with them.
I'm going to do a pink crystal scan of the
A
dead.
puddingometer.
Yeah. So if anything comes out, or
I am curious, so I'm going to see if I can find the other bit of the sword.
Sure. Make me an investigation check.
Is it like one of those ghost detectors?
Yeah, it's literally you are
oh,
Ghostbusters.
if you pull it over the skin, you can see his skin bulging up as the bit of Shah tries to get out of the skin. It's like, oh, there's some.
Yeah.
It might not come out, but yeah.
I don't think so.
Move.
I got a 6.
You're not good at this.
No.
I'm a plus
as
0.
As you guide the pinkish crystal over these bodies, you don't notice anything bulging in the skin. You don't see any of that kind of movement that you've seen before, where you've been able to draw like the poison from a wound or that you've experienced before. But what you do notice is that chilling cold that surrounds these pink crystals begins to fill the space. And something Killian, can you
No.
make me an Arcana check, please?
Yeah.
And Charles will do the same, because you magic boys are getting something.
Sorry, can you? No.
The magic boys are getting something as this happens.
Well, that's just not. I normally say no because I know how I roll dice. So can you? No, but I'll roll some dice anyway.
This thing, it's been one good one bad one tonight for me.
Yeah, it has been a bit like that.
Right, what am I? Did you say Arcana?
Arcana.
12.
How much have I got? I can't.
Bad, but
I got 17.
Good for you.
17. Jax, even with you're closest to the crystal.
Literally in his hand.
Wait a damn thing. Jack got a 17 on
Yes.
Arcana.
Yes.
What's your plus?
0.
Oh, I'm actually going to try now. I just want to find out. I'm not.
Everybody roll an Arcana roll. Come on. Let's see if we can outdo this.
15.
Go fuck yourselves.
I have +2 at least.
Mine's a +4 and I still only got 12.
I think maybe killing your ankle's hurting you more than you expected. Like, it's really putting you off.
Arcana. I
three-
sense magic, but I can't eat it, so I don't care.
Yeah, Arcana. It's not like
If it's not edible, I don't care.
yeah.
Yep. If it was pastry magic, she'd be like maybe natural 20, but she's like honed
Nice.
in. Yeah.
Those Dragonborn
Nailed
nostrils
in.
flare.
Nailed in.
There's
If
the
it's
smell of
pastry related, it's like advantage ×5.
yeah. That's the only time that you can't double advantage. Doesn't count in D&D because
Yeah.
you can roll as many times as you like to get an extra 20.
Pretty much.
Automatic crit.
I miss the old. I miss the days of take a 10, take a 20. I miss those days. So good.
Just thought what spider just crawled across my phone.
What was it?
I think that was a spider just crawled across my foot.
I think she kicked it.
What was it?
I think she flicked it with her foot and it's now on the ceiling. She's talking so only dogs can hear now.
Yeah.
There is on our wall. There is a spider made of a pom pom and pipe cleaners. The angle of her phone had reflected perfectly the spider pom pom, but because it was a reflection, it looked very small.
And she kicked it.
You like me?
We've had coffee late at night. We'll call this session to a close very soon. What you feel is
What is in that? Yeah. Can I have some?
My hand flipped and it went water.
Wow.
those of you who are magically attuned, unlike Killian Norm,
Oh,
start feeling a similar feeling to when you passed through the veil of the Shadowfell into this place.
No,
You
Oh, I
feel
don't
it.
feel this,
You
do
feel
I?
it a little bit later. It's still, what was yours? A 13?
12.
No, you don't feel it, Killian.
Oh, thanks.
You all start feeling this kind of coldness. It's not the same as when you passed between the other place. And what you notice is you start seeing wisps of like light or smoke pulling out of these corpses.
Interesting.
And pulling towards the pink crystal.
No, just
Are they ghosts?
apparating, and they begin to form shapes, and they begin to hold swords, and they begin to form. Killian, on your side,
Oh, well, crap.
see a
Dragon.
woman black.
I woke him up.
That's not good.
And then a
I've
wing
learned
black
magic.
again, and then you see a claw that is the size of your body.
So is it a baby dragon or a bigger dragon?
You'd say it's a young dragon.
Young
It's a
one.
young
you only
dragon.
can
That's
see
still
claw.
big.
And you see the rest of it is merged kind of within the rock. But then you do see Killian just come down to your eye level. You see like a snout and then a great big eye
Oh, crap.
links. But you can see right through it to the rock.
Hi.
And that is where we shall end today's session as you stand below the ground,
I don't actually say that, by the way.
surrounded
Oh,
Oh,
by.
you do say that. Do tell me say that. Come
Can I
on.
do one thing?
Yes.
So
By the way,
Gauntleted Knuckle. I'm gonna pop the pink crystal and be like bad, and then shut the thingy down. You know how like sort of when
a dog. Clunk.
pop it on the nose.
Bad dog.
Naughty.
It's sentient. We know it's sentient.
Look
Bad
at this
dog.
mess. And shut the lid. Yes, you may. And these things start appearing in front of you. Ghosts, the apparitions. These are the spirits of the things what has been here before.
What has been here before?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's the technical term for them. The spirits of things are what been here before.
Yeah.
Technically, it's still here. They're just kind of there. I can see them.
Yeah.
They're right there.
That's it. That's what's happening. All right. That's where we're in the session. Thank you.
Hey,
very
great.
much.
I can't fight ghosts. That's good.
Here you go.
What,
Where-
with my psychic dice, my psychic knife.
Psychic blade should work on them.
Really? Oh, that'd be
They're
fun.
immune. They have immunities to
To
certain.
be honest,
They're immune to most undead are immune to psychic